Today is April 24th, 2025, and this is Read Through the Bible.
And we're finishing Leviticus today.
Today's the last day.
You all have stuck with us through this whole thing, and hopefully it's been helpful to you to understand what Leviticus is.
Right, so let's recap the structure of the whole book.
Yep. Okay, so it starts 555, right? 5 chapters of sacrifice, 5 chapters of priests dealing with the sacrifices and their qualifications, and then 5 chapters of purity laws.
Right, so that's like going up the mountain to bring you to God. Mm-hmm. And then chapter 16 is the Day of Atonement, and where there is the symbolic scapegoat that takes the sins away, and the high priest enters the holy place. The Holy of Holies. The
Holy of Holies, yeah.
Yeah. And then you have going down the mountain.
And we just go in reverse order. So you can think right at the top we had purity in chapters 17 through 20, and then priests in 21 and 22. And then we entitled this Feasts, because that was 23, had the feasts of that, and the Sabbath year and the year of Jubilee. Those were a little bit like feasts.
Right.
And then sort of like the conclusion, like these last 2 chapters.
Right. You call it the epilogue.
Epilogue. But then now we come to chapter 27, which really speaks about things that you dedicate to the Lord. Like
right.
These
so it's
are
like offerings.
Offerings, kind of like sacrifices, but they're more like gifts in kind. So it kind of end like, when you offer a beast or something to be burned. Here's your offering something to be dedicated, to be used of the Lord. And this chapter just gives how much each gift in kind that you give is valued. I think that's the best way to understand chapter 27.
Yeah, and it uses the terms of vows and valuations, and it's kind of confusing.
It's
but
all
just
how much a gift in kind is worth.
Right.
Okay? For accounting purposes, I guess.
Yep. Okay, 27 verse 1. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the people of Israel, and say to them, if anyone makes a special vow to the Lord involving the valuation of persons, then the valuation of a male from 20 years old up to 60 years old shall be 50 shekels of silver." According
That's me. I'm 50 shekels. Because
okay.
I'm between 20 and 60. Not for long, but I am right now.
According to the shekel of the sanctuary. If the person is a female, the valuation shall be 30 shekels. If the person is from 5 years old up to 20 years, the valuation shall be for a male 20 shekels and for a female 10 shekels. If the person is from a month old up to 5 years old, the valuation shall be for a male 5 shekels of silver, and for a female the valuation shall be 3 shekels of silver. And if the person is 60 years old or over, then the valuation for a male shall be 15 shekels, and for a female 10 shekels. And if someone is too poor to pay the valuation, then he shall be made to stand before the priest, and the priest shall value him. The priest shall value him according to what the vower can afford.
So maybe this is like a yearly tax almost, like you dedicate yourself to the Lord and you give this money to the temple according to your work and abilities, perhaps.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. Yeah, this is a confusing chapter. Okay.
Yeah.
And if the vow is an animal that may be offered as an offering to the Lord, all of it that he gives to the Lord is holy. He shall not exchange it or make a substitute for it, good for bad or bad for good. And if he does, in fact, substitute one animal for another, then both it and the substitute shall be holy. And if it is any unclean animal that may not be offered as an offering to the Lord, then he shall stand the animal before the priest, and the priest shall value it as either good or bad. And if the priest values it, as the priest values it, so it shall be. But if he wishes to redeem it, he shall add a fifth to the valuation.
When a man dedicates his house as a holy gift to the Lord, the priest shall value it as either good or bad. As the priest values it, so it shall stand. And if the donor wishes to redeem his house, he shall add a fifth to the valuation price, and it shall be his.
So we've gone from people to animals, now to property. And if a man dedicates to the Lord part of a land that is in his possession, then the valuation shall be in proportion to its seed, that is, what it produces. A homer of barley seed shall be valued at 50 shekels of silver. If he dedicates his field from the year of the Jubilee, the valuation shall stand. But if he dedicates his field after the Jubilee, then the priest shall calculate the price according to the years that remain until the year of the Jubilee, and a dedication shall be made from the valuation. And if he who dedicates the field wishes to redeem it, then he shall add a fifth to its valuation price, and it shall remain his. But if he does not wish to redeem the field, or if he has sold the field to another man, it shall not be redeemed any more. But the field, when it is released in the Jubilee, shall be a holy gift to the Lord, like a field that has been devoted. The priest shall be in possession of it. If he dedicates to the Lord a field that he has bought, which is not part of his possession, then the priest shall calculate the amount of the valuation for it up to the year of the Jubilee, and that man shall give the valuation on that day as a holy gift to the Lord. In the year of the Jubilee, the field shall return to him whom it was bought, to him from whom it was bought, to whom the land belongs in possession. Every valuation shall be according to the shekel of the sanctuary. 20 gerahs shall make a shekel. So it seems to me almost like you've got the house, you're dedicating to the Lord, you're giving to the Lord, but it's kind of costing you this money of how this property, this land, or what can be valued for it to be used. It's confusing.
Okay, verse 26. But a firstborn of animals, which as a firstborn belongs to the Lord, no man may dedicate. Whether ox or sheep, it is the Lord's. And if it is an unclean animal, then he shall buy it back at the valuation and add a fifth to it. Or if it is not redeemed, it shall be sold at the valuation.
Right. So if you have firstborn, that's the Lord's, and you can't take it back. You can't purchase it back for yourself.
Right.
But if no devoted thing that a man devotes to the Lord, or anything that he has, whether man or beast, of his inherited field, shall be sold or redeemed, every devoted thing is most holy to the Lord. No one devoted who is to be devoted for destruction from mankind shall be ransomed. He shall surely be put to death.
Every tithe of the land, whether of the seed or whether of the seed of the land or of the fruit of the trees, is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord. If a man wishes to redeem some of his tithe, he shall add a fifth to it. And every tithe of herds and flocks, every 10th animal of all that pass under the herdsman's staff shall be holy to the Lord. One shall not differentiate between good or bad, neither shall he make a substitute for it. And if he does substitute for it, then both it and the substitute shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed.
Listen closely. These are the commandments that the Lord commanded Moses for the people of Israel on Mount Sinai. And we finish the book of Leviticus. Yay! All right, tomorrow we're going to jump into the book of Numbers.
Right.
Okay, we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.